Good afternoon. All right, so today's Sunday, December, I don't know, 6th. They all blur together. It's the end of the year. Can't keep track because can't ride. Can, but it's been 30 degrees and rainy, and apparently I'm just being a weenie this year. I don't know, but gonna be putting the bikes up here in a sec. First, I'm gonna have to strip the Springer of its tins, and those are going to go out. I'm going to get the dent in the tank fixed, and the bike's getting resprayed. So I don't think I'm going to cover that, the pulling of the tins in a video, unless that's something you guys would be interested in, how to remove a front fender, rear fender, and tank off of a 2000 Springer. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I'll do a video on it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do it, and you guys can see the after. I'll do pictures, but anyway, so today I've actually got another box in. I'm waiting on one more to show up, which should hopefully come in during the week, so I'll do up a video on that. It's actually something I haven't seen yet online, so I'm curious to see how it looks and what you guys think. I'm gonna love it regardless, but because I'm me and I have my tastes. So what we've got is a box from, Advanblack. So I wasn't gonna go this route. I wanted to try something new, but it was just the best deal. So this is what we're giving a whirl. I would have gone Hogworks, but they didn't have what I was looking for, even though they were the more affordable option. So let me set you down. I am not gonna try to open this up one-handed, or at least remove it one-handed because I've already opened it. And I will get it set up on the workbench, and you guys can see what I'm about to see. All right. Yep. It's a front fender. Now, we've already done one of their wrapped fenders on this channel before. It was towards the beginning, a year and a half or so ago, and it was great. Super solid. It felt really premium, and before it was just black, so they look good. This time we've got the Whiskey Fire, but this is for a 19, whereas the last one was for a 21. I said I was going to go with Hogworks, but Hogworks, while more affordable, don't have the full wrap fender. What theirs does is it hugs the wheel right up to about this point, and then here it just goes straight across. So for brain farts, for Clockworks, they call that their level, and that's not what I was going for. I don't know what Hogworks calls it, but Advan calls this their full wrapper fender, wrapper, hugger, fender. I don't know, hugger, wrapper, I don't know. But, so because of that is why I went with Advan again. I've had a great experience, don't get me wrong, but no, Hogworks didn't have what I was looking for. So, moving on, it does, of course, come with full color directions. Not that we need them, because really this is easy. It's 4 bolts. All the hardware is in this box, along with the spacers. So, and then all of the stickers. But coming over here, you've got 4, 2 on each side, 4 1/4-inch Allens. No nut on the back because the nut is captive. It's really hard to get a camera in there, but it's captive to the fender. So I will spin those out. I am going to leave that on the back and on the front. I will pull these sides because I just want to be careful. Not that I don't have some touch-up paint for oopses, but I don't want to use it. So let me set you down, get that pulled off. Like I said, it's 4 1/4-inch Allens. It's super easy. So, and I'll check back in. All right, so as you can see, there's a huge difference between the new one and the old one, aside from just being filthy and being clean, but the big radius. Now, as much as I love the sportier look of this front fender as opposed to my old Street Glide that had the huge old school front fender on it, which I never really liked. That was the Advan was better. This, I think, is still better looking than that big ugly ass one, except that big ugly ass one functioned better. This is great so long as you're riding in sunny, dry weather. As soon as the weather turns crappy, which is every time I take the bike out, that does squat for keeping the water down. Now you say, call me a wuss if you want. I don't care. If my feet get wet, I get miserable, and I've got rain gear, but you know what? The full fender is also going to help protect that big water cooler regulator combo. So even more protection, and it's going to keep the water down, and it looks good. So I don't care what you think. I like the look of it. I like the function of it. I like the look of that, but that's got the better function. So let me go ahead and pull off the rubber edging from the center and get our hardware. Now, this is one thing I will tell you that I don't like about Advanblack is, don't matter what colorway you've got, chrome, black, whatever, they only have the spacers available in black, and that irritates the ever-loving piss out of me because my bike isn't black. So, and they're not even a gloss black, they're like a wrinkle black. So I did call down and ask them, hey, will the old chrome spacers from my black from my black 21 fit this? They couldn't tell me definitively. So I'll tell you what I did is I sold that fender to a buddy of mine. I took Advan's spacer, I went over to his house, and where we had it on his bike, and I just kind of put it in there behind his, and sure shit, this is narrower this way and longer this way. So the chrome ones, any of the ones for the 14 to 23 are not interchangeable with the 23.5 and up, the redesign front fender. So I did learn that firsthand. So I'm going to run these temporarily, and this is where I give more points to Hogworks, is they have them in chrome. Exact same price, because these don't come included. You have to select to buy these for an extra $50 above and beyond the fender. I don't remember it that way with the last one, but it is what it is. Hogworks has them also for $50. You can get them in black or chrome. So fat kid went ahead and ordered the chrome ones. They'll be here. When they get here, I'll swap them out, and those will probably just become paperweights. I don't know. But here's the hardware, and comes with your washers, your nylock nuts, so no need for Loctite. So let's go ahead and get, like I said, finally get that stripped off, set up there, and at least when it's loosely set up, I'll check back in with you guys. I take that back. I had an aha moment. I wanted to show you guys something. Here's the Harley fender and the underneath. Aside from just dirty, they don't really care too much about the underside for painting, which I get, it makes sense, but it is what it is, and you can just see that bouncing. This doesn't do that. This is a much more solid piece of steel than Harley's, and the underside has a nice coating all the way through it. I don't know if it's paint or what that is. It almost has the texture of rhino lining, but it's a much more finished product, much more solid product than Harley's. So I just wanted to call that out for anybody wondering. This is much heavier than Harley's, aside from the size difference. It's a more solid steel. So anyway, squirrel moment over, back to wrenching. All right, very loosely set into place. When I mean loosely, it's just sitting there on top of the tire. I made a discovery when I opened up the hardware that I thought you all might be interested in. So we've got obviously our nuts and washers here, but they give you a set of bolts for the 24-25 street and road glide, and a set of bolts if you're putting this on a 23 to 25 CVO street or road glide. So, and apparently the difference here, as you should be able to see, is the CVO bolts are a lot shorter than your standards, and I'm guessing that has something to do with inverted versus non-inverted. So, I thought that was a fun nugget of info. These I'm not going to use, so they'll just go into my little parts organizer bin. I'll use all of this. Again, no Loctite, and that looks like the same 1/4 inch, but I will let you guys know once I've got everything kind of loosely mocked up. All right, so we're a little more mocked up. Got the bolts in. So, loose, because I just ran it until my fingers couldn't turn it anymore. And you'll see that you do have room here. So while I'm going to tighten things up to the point where I can still wiggle this around, and I'm going to step back and I'm going to check the reveal once I pull the rubber off and see if the edge of the fender, kind of lines up evenly all the way around. If it doesn't, I'll tip it up or down accordingly. Be as anal as you want, but I know how I am, and I'm going to probably sit here and fiddle with it for a good half hour until I get it to where I like it. So, and to me, these just stick out like a sore thumb. I get it if your bike's black, but come on, there should at least be a chrome option at this point. My legs are gonna go, my fork legs are gonna go chrome once I can afford to get the chrome lower legs and my cartridges, because I'd rather just take it apart once and put it together better. So anyway, it is a 1/4 inch Allen here, and it's a 1/2 inch nut on the back. So, and then put the washer on, then the nut. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug everything up and pull this, and you guys will see the finished product. All right, she's on. Try to get you a little bit lower here. So you can see I did try to, whoops, there we go. Tried to keep my reveal fairly even between the fender and the wheel. I think it's pretty darn close. Probably a little easier once I get the springer out of the way, and I'm not trying to look through the spokes on it, but it works out really, really well, as to be expected with Advanblack. But slight caveat to that. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to be reaching out to Advan tomorrow, because they sent me the 5/16 by 18 bolts that are 2 3/4 inch long. The nuts, the washers, all that, but the thread pitch on the nut wasn't right. I thought, I spun the first one on, it got real tight, I thought that was weird, so I went to go back it off, snapped the bolt. Well, son of a bitch. So, all right, well, operator error. No harm, no foul, I'll take care of it. Started working the back one. Exact same problem, snapped the bolt, taking the nut off. So it's like, all right, we're done, I'm gonna stop here. Came over and took one from this side here, and just standing here with nut in one hand, bolt in the other, just throwing it on, I got half a thread, a whole thread maybe, and it would stop. Give it a little bit of love with a wrench and a socket, go a little bit further, but then it started locking up. So I stopped right there and went down to Ace and got some new stainless bolts, and found a couple of nylock, actually found 4 nylock nuts in that organizer. Took that all with me down to Ace. What was it? $18 later for 4 stainless steel bolts. Again, 5/16 by 18, and I think these ones 2.5 inch long. But worked just fine, with the lock nuts that I found versus the lock nuts they provided. So I'm gonna reach out to Advan tomorrow and see what the heck, because I've stripped things out before, I've snapped bolts, it happens, but there's no way that would have happened 3 times in a row, being careful and just doing it by hand in front of me. No, the thread pitch on those nylock nuts were wrong. So if you're gonna do this, definitely dry fit your nylock nuts to the bolt before you put it into anything, and if it binds up, stop and readdress. Don't do what I did, but learn from me. Do as I say, not as I do. Because $18 wasn't bad, but now I had to stop and go and spend yet more money, and I just anyway. So fun fact, this is the first bad experience I've had, and I wouldn't even call it a bad experience. It could have just been dumb freaking luck with Advanblack. So don't let that deter you from going through with them. The paint is perfect. You know, there's no orange peel. The install was fine. It looks sick. I mean, look at that. Would you just look at it? You know, that guy's annoying enough when he says it, let alone. Anyway, you know, again, it's not going to look exact because, well, we're on camera and, you know, the bike is filthy. I still haven't washed it. It will get washed before it gets put away, but I just haven't done it yet. But like I said, I think that it doesn't look as good as the chop fender, but it looks good, and it's going to keep water spray down. It's going to protect that water cooler, and it still looks good. So, you know, that's definitely a win for me. Now, I bought this at Advanblack. Now, they don't know who I am. You know, I haven't really tried to introduce myself, but they don't know who I am. So I bought it all in. These ones are more expensive. For whatever reason, the 23.5 wrap fenders from Advan are more expensive than the 14 to 23. I don't know why, but they are, so keep that in mind. I want to say my last one was $6, and that was in black. This one, you know, okay, it's not black, but I think it was like 7.5 all in, and even with the black spacers. And I dropped another $50 to get the chrome ones because I'm irresponsible, but I know what I like. So, yeah. So like I said, we got some more color parts coming in, color matched parts. I should say it that way. Color matched parts coming in. They should be in next week. Get that going. And then, like I said, let me know. I mean, if you guys want to see me blow apart the Springer and get it, you know, prepped and ready for paint, I'll do it. I just not so sure if that's something that you guys want to see. So that's all I've got. As usual, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I always get back to you. And if you would, you know, give this video a like if you did. And if you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button. You know, the channel's growing. I think at the moment we're up over 600, which it's fantastic for me. You know, and I love that you guys are wasting your time on me. So thank you. That's all I've got. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later. See ya.